Is this what a Hollywood superstar eats on a daily basis?
This is what Japanese would eat every day. This is what a samurai would eat.
But I could tell that his assistant was not used to somebody filming him eating, because she said nobody had ever filmed him eating before. So I was like, oh, should I maybe turn off the camera? Did I do something wrong? But he was like, no, keep rolling. He was fine with it. What he told me, he has some thyroid disorder. And I know some people who have this. And if you take the medication needed for this, a side effect is that you easily gain weight. And during the pandemic, a lot of us had trouble working out. And I think he had the same. And he said that when he grew up, there was some air pollution, and his whole family has this. So I think it's genetic, this disorder. Maybe he doesn't want to say this to people. Some people were like, oh, he's so lazy. He should work out. He's a martial artist, but he does work out. He's definitely not lazy. A lot of people commented that he needs to stop eating pizza and hamburgers, but actually everything we ate was super healthy, super fresh, like organic vegetables and salmon. Again, it's not about his lifestyle, it's about his thyroid disorder.
All right, what's going on, legends? Thanks for joining me this Sunday. I don't know if you got, I don't know. Let's go with the first poll. I think the first poll we should run with is about Seagal's. Is it a medical condition that makes him fat? Yes, medical. No, food and lazy. All right, what's happening? Good to see you all. Usual suspects, of course. Thank you very much for coming to this Sunday evening of Seagal goodness. Got the H2O going today. I hope you're all ready and raring for a fun little Sunday night. Now, we've got a few things going on the agenda as always. And it's been a crazy week in the world. You know, thyroids. I remember this. I remember the scene from Rush Hour where Chris Tucker pulls someone over, and it's two girls, and he says something about he says something like, I've got a thyroid condition. You go, stop eating thyroids. Well, you know, it's pretty accurate depiction, I guess. In Seagal's case, he needs to stop eating thyroids and whatever else he's eating. But anyway, today's agenda, we've got a lot going on. I mean, there's a smack bang a lot happening. We've got a bullshidto video that I released yesterday. We'll go through that together at some point. Shout out to my friends over in India. PNP, Purandeep, I guess is probably the most well-known one on the channel. We're gonna go through Attack Force. It's less quiz heavy this week and more just observationally funny for us to have a laugh at. I'm gonna release a video for YouTube at some point, but I thought we'd go through it together as a group. I should probably share the screen so you guys can see what's going on. Oh, we haven't done that yet, so you can't see shit. Oh, we're ready. There we go. All right, bam, bam, share. All right, we're in business. All right, now we're rocking and rolling. So the plan is, yes, we're going to watch Attack Force. We've got a couple of videos to look at. I've got a new song that I've written using AI, of course, obviously. I won't lie. We'll go through the full thing. Thanks, Ernesto. I appreciate it, mate. I was just tinkering around with the sound effects. Yeah, I've been enjoying putting sound effects in, which, by the way, is a striptease stage. Yeah, it is. It's like it was a striptease stage. How do I go back to? I don't know how to do it, but yeah, it was a future technology stage. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so we got some a new song, the Attack Force, bullshidto, some random videos. We'll talk about some random Seagal shit and Seagal versus Mike Tyson. We're going to go through the fight scene, which was hilarious. I watched it again. But anyway, there's a lot going on. There is a lot happening. No specific games tonight like Sensei or Tubby Bloke, but there is obviously quizzes within the video, and it's going to take a while to go through Attack Force, right? And I'll tell you why it's going to take a while to go through Attack Force. So Attack Force was a movie from 2006 or 2008, originally written as Seagal and his crew battling space alien vampires, right? You can't make this shit up. Well, alien vampires. And then after they decided, no, we don't want to do that anymore. That's stupid. We're going to turn it into this drug that makes people get aggressive and crazy. I guess like a dozen movies before them. And because of that, they've had to change a lot of the dialogue, which I took the liberty of highlighting some of it. And I don't want to use all the juicy bits because I do need to save it for the video. But it's horrible. But for the lads out there, I suggest you watch it because there's some decent titties going around there. It's not only a stupid name for a movie, Glowing. The movie itself is just completely dog shit. And keep in mind, I've watched a lot of Seagal movies, right? I've watched a lot of Seagal movies in my time, and even I am saying that Attack Force is possibly, I don't even know what to say. It's oh shit. It's bad. It's bad, and that's going by the general standards that I have for a Seagal movie in general. I mean, I've seen a lot of bad movies, but this is not even so much his fault. And I'll be honest with you, he does look like he doesn't care at all. He does look like he's just there for a paycheck, which is probably true. But it's not really his fault because they did a lot of this stuff behind his back and behind the director's back, I believe. But again, we've got a couple of new vids to go, so we'll end this poll so everyone thinks he's fat because of the food. Okay, so no one thinks it's medical. How dare you? How dare you people mock Seagal by thinking that it's not because of his...
I will come on your dad's tits and make your mother watch.
That's what he's saying right there, you know? Anyway, I'm enjoying the soundboard. I forgot to add... Someone said something to add last week, and I forgot what it was. But anyway.
I love the fuck out of good pussy.
Yeah, that's right. Greta, how dare you? Exactly. I was actually thinking I should have that soundboard up here. But these are all Seagal related.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Anyway, so Attack Force. We'll do a bit of a poll on what we're going to watch first. I did make the Indian Bullshidto video. Was fun. I think we should go through it and have a bit of a laugh. But what to watch first? Indian Bullshidto, Attack Force. What do you want to call it? Shit storm. So it's horrible. Again, back to Attack Force. We're going off topic, but it's horrible. Like really, really, really bad. But with that said, it's good for entertainment purposes and making fun of, obviously, because that's what we're here for. We're not here. I'm not here for the cinematic experience or talking about how, you know, it was a masterpiece or a piece of great work. No, I want the opposite. Now, I also do have a new song that I wrote. Now, full disclosure, I did not write the lyrics. I basically gave AI a whole bunch of shit about Steven Seagal, from cookies, snatching birthdays to et cetera, and said, give me a song about this motherfucker, right? So I inputted a bunch of stuff, but I didn't write the lyrics. The main song on the channel that is there when you get to the welcome page, I wrote every single bit of that, and I take pride in that. But this one, I cannot say that I did. Now, I have also taken the liberty of just putting some background shit, and I put the lyrics on the screen as well. Look, it does. It's a bit longer than my one. I don't think it has the same pizzazz as mine, but maybe I'm just biased because fuck robots and fuck AI. All right, let's do it. While we're letting that vote play out, let's do it.
Big man moving, slow and wide, more in shades, trying to hide, sloppy goatee, cookies in hand, claims he's the toughest in the land. He's got snaps and chops, low kicks too, from the chair he's watching you, never runs, he takes a seat, searching for women in something sweet. Steven Seagal, sitting tall, snatch every motherfucker, birthday y'all, with a whisper and a chop, he makes his play, but it might be an illusion anyway. Steven Seagal, heavy and strange, can I laugh in your face when he feels deranged? Cookies on deck, sunglasses glow. It's the Seagal shuffle, moving slow.
I mean, I swear at some point, sorry to stop it, AI is just going to ruin all musical artists. Like people that actually know how to write lyrics or do prompts.
Looking for drugs, looking for fame. Martial arts legend, but it ain't the same. Portly power in his Hollywood days. Now he shuffles in mysterious ways. Young girls fall for the sensei stare, but he ain't kicking higher than a folding chair. Every fight scene's done in one take. Slap your soul like a frosted cake. Steven Seagal, sitting tall, snatch every motherfucker, birthday y'all, with a whisper and a chop. He makes his play, but it might be an illusion anyway. Steven Seagal, heavy and strange, can I laugh in your face when he feels deranged? Cookies on deck, sunglasses glow. It's the Seagal shuffle, moving slow. Orange constant vision, see the world his way. Goatee crumb trail from cookies today. He don't duck, he don't roll, he don't run, but a slack his spirit just for fun. From Moscow streets to Tokyo lights, he's sitting down through all the fights. Aikido master with the lazy spin. Legend or illusion, where's it begin? Steven Seagal, sitting tall, snatch every motherfucker birthday, y'all. With a whisper and a chop, he makes his play, but it might be an illusion anyway. Steven Seagal, heavy and strange, get a laugh in your face when he feels deranged. Cookies on deck, sunglasses glow. It's the Seagal shuffle, moving slow.
All right, so that's pretty much it anyway. That is it. But I prefer. Look, my version I think is a little bit. There's a second version of it. I'll play this for you. I won't play it all, but I'll just give you the general trend.
Big man moving slow and wide. Orange shades trying to hide. Sloppy goatee, cookies in hand. Claims he's the toughest in the land. He's got slaps and chops.
Anyway, I prefer mine. And I'll tell you why I also prefer it. Like I said, I'm possibly yeah, I don't know why it sounds like Nickelback. I'm possibly biased because I wrote it, but it also just because of the feeling of writing it yourself. There's a bit more pride and love involved than just some fucker AI. Now again, I put all the prompts in, but it did all the work. It did all the heavy lifting. I'm not going to claim I did any of that, so that's why I'm not going to claim it's my video. But it's a bit of fun, anyway. All right, so how are we going in the poll? Looks like Attack Force is winning. All right, Attack Force. Jesus, this is a rough one. It's the clip itself. The thing I've put together is about 20 minutes long, so it's going to take us a while to get through. But I mean, again, it's not quiz heavy, so we can get through it and we can have a bit of a laugh. It's a bit of a mess. It's produced by Steven Seagal, which I think that means in Hollywood that they essentially just put you on the billing and you make money from it. I don't know if you actually have to do shit, but yeah, I agree with you. Humongous Soulless. All right, now so he produced it, but he also wrote the screenplay. So he had the idea, I guess, the original idea for the vampires, the alien vampires. Steven Seagal had the idea for alien vampires, I guess. I don't even understand what's going on. Like the armies, and then this year, I mean, it's his hand. His hand's on the blade. Like he does that. That's Seagal's hand. See that white shit again? They did that white shit again. So this is not a race thing. I'm just saying the screen's white. Also, the actual lighting they use is horribly black. And I did try to zoom in on Seagal's face as much as possible. His facial expressions. Look at that magnificent hair, by the way. I'll get a better view of it later, and I do zoom in on it a little bit, I think, or I slow down on it when he's walking sideways. But it looks pretty goddamn magnificent. Not gonna lie. Seagal's blade. Yeah, you're not wrong, Ben. He looks like the son of Herman Munster. He looks like he ate the son of Herman Munster, Kuro. And he ate the son of Herman Munster and absorbed him like fucking Boo does. Is it Boo? Majin Boo. He bent down, by the way. I just wanted to make that point. He bent down. He did his own stunt. No one could mock him for shit, and he found a box.
The consequences are the same, no matter how you look at it. I mean, we made the treaties, they broke them, and now you sit back and expect me to clean up after them? That's not going to happen, you hear?
Training.
Okay. So that's obviously not Seagal's voice here.
I mean, we made the treaty.
If you look at his mouth, you can't see his mouth because they really make it dark, but it doesn't line up. A lot of the dialogue and the actual miming, they don't line up. They really don't line up at all.
They broke them, and now you sit back and expect me to clean up after them? That's not going to happen, you hear?
All right. So clearly, when he's facing the camera now, surely they must use his face, right? I mean, they must use his voice. Obviously. A, obviously fucking facing the camera, they must use his voice. Or B, fuck no, because this is a piece of shit movie. Bear in mind, he's facing the camera right now. You don't literally have to answer, but you can, because he's literally facing the goddamn camera. Will they use his voice? Will they use his voice?
You know, I must be a dumb motherfucker or something.
I should get head office on the secure line. I need to get head office on the secure line as a word as well, I think.
I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
Training mission.
Oh, well, let's go pack our gear.
All right, again, let's just watch the mouthing there. I don't actually know what he fucking said. He's mumbling again.
Expect me to clean up. Oh, well, let's go pack our gear.
Oh, well, let's go pack our gear. But I don't know what actually Seagal said, but it wasn't that.
Pack our gear.
DZ, how are you, mate? Good to see you, brother.
That's right.
So,
Even that look by Seagal then,
It was
that look there by Seagal tells me that he really doesn't want to be in this movie. He even looks good.
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
All right, what are we thinking? Again, he's facing the camera. Is it going to be the gull? Is it going to be the gull? Is it going to be a dub? I think we all know the answer. Yeah, you're not wrong, Shaheem. I mean, honestly, I a lot of this shit, I had to have the volume on really loud and have my headphones on because it doesn't really make any sense.
Well, anyway, I mean, they come from a really good SF team.
See, some of it lines up all right. He just said then they come from a really good SF team.
And Morgan recommended them.
That was not the same thing then. Whatever he said then was not the same. Something about Morgan recommending him.
Replacements.
Is that about anybody? The man walks with an air of confidence that's rarely seen these days. Who says that shit?
There's two things you need to know about Marshall Lawson. One,
All right, guys. This is where this quiz gets really serious now. All right, this is where it gets really serious. There's two things you need to know about Marshall Lawson. Now, Marshall Lawson is obviously Seagal. Two things you need to know about him. What's the first thing you need to know about Marshall Lawson, guys? Is it A, he used to be Special Forces. It's going to be a tough one. This one's not going to be easy. B, he's the most decorated soldier ever. C, he's a bad motherfucker. And there is no above all of the above. You have to choose one. Or D, he could be your father. Now, this is going to be a tough one. It's not easy. Not easy at all. But I have faith in you guys. There's no all of the above option, Skyfall. You got to choose one.
can I laugh in your face?
You got to choose one. All right, I can tell you that some of you have got it right. I have faith in some of you have guessed right because you know Seagal well enough to know what the obvious answers are and what the obvious ones aren't.
he's a bad motherfucker. And two, he's a bad motherfucker.
I mean, who says that shit, honestly? Like, he's a bad motherfucker. And two, he's a bad motherfucker. This guy thinks he's talking about Shaft, or Shaft, as you Americans would say. Shaft. Which is how you'd have to say it. Shaft just doesn't sound the same. Shaft. John Shaft. Shaft.
I hear that. That's the truth.
Here's to what might could be a real good team.
The first piece of dialogue, by the way, that he actually says with his own voice, just so you guys know, is right here. So it's not just the illusion. I forgot the gullo dub. Don't worry about the gullo. The very first thing he says out of his mouth is,
Here's to what might could be a real good team. Hell, I gotta.
he's doing black voice sometimes. When he seems like it's when he's getting into it, he does his black voice. It seems like when he's not so interested, he's not doing black voice. But when he's really immersed in the character, that's when he switches into black mode. And then when he's not in black, he doesn't mode. He doesn't seem interested.
A real good team. I'm thinking about that already. Y'all about to cut your teeth now? Let me tell you something.
You're about to cut your teeth now. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Okay, now, obviously everyone's seen probably Deadpool or some version of Deadpool, right? And it's infamous for what's that guy's name who plays Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds. He does his little fourth wall breaks where he, or fourth, whatever they call it, where he like they talk to the camera and shit, or look at the camera on purpose. Seagal does it by accident. Do we have it? Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. The faggot sound. Look at him, faggot. Van Damme, JCVD. Look at him, fag. Soundboard. Thanks for reminding me. PSP, PNP, PSP, PNP, PSP. He looks anyway. He's done this in a few movies, and I pointed it out. But He looks at the camera
I
again.
got a bad feeling they're about to find out.
Right there. You see a little eye shift? You guys see the little eye shift from left to right?
Bad feeling they're
Bam, right there.
about to find out.
Bam, right there. He's just looking right at the camera, which is a big no-no. You're not supposed to do that shit. Even if you're looking past the camera, it looks like he's looking right at the. He's looking right into my soul right now. Does anyone else feel like he's looking right at us? He's looking right at you. Hello, Big Daddy. Pre-stroke. He definitely makes the chair he's sitting on glowing. You're not wrong. Okay, so again, now they cut to some young people just making out in the camera. And someone explain to me what happens here. All right, sounds like a zipper or something, or someone shouted. They just suddenly stopped making out, right? They just suddenly stopped making out for whatever that noise was. I don't even know what that noise was. It sounds like, you reckon he farted, or I don't know, a zip? It sounds like a zipper going down. That's not my editing. That was the noise from the fucking movie, by the way. And then, like, she's bangable. And then they just stop. Just hot, deadly bitches. Now, there are a lot of exotic-looking hot bitches in this movie. Not going to lie. I mean, she's definitely bangable. And we cut back to these three stooges.
Going to a titty bar.
They're going to a titty bar, guys. The lads...
Yeah, we were thinking of going to a titty bar.
The lads are going to a titty bar. Now, you got to think outside the box on this one. It's not going to be as obvious as you think. After he hears about this, he looks happy. I mean, you can see he's smiling. They're going to a titty bar, right? What does Seagal say next? A, fuck it. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Does he say B, I never go to strip clubs? Does he say C, some crap about love and being old? Or does he go with D, let's just go to a brothel or a whorehouse, whatever you guys want to call it? I know it seems like it's probably going to be obvious, but just think outside the box here, because...
But it might could be an illusion.
Yeah, it could be an illusion. I would have thought he would have gone with A or D, obviously. I can comfortably say it's not A or D. I can help you out with that one.
I ain't getting no love and I'm too old for love. Why don't your children go on?
I ain't getting no love. So something. I'm too old for love. Whatever that means. I ain't getting no love and I'm too old for love. Why don't your children go on? That's him, by the way. Definitely him. Someone's going to go make out with this young blonde lady here. The odds are, obviously, it's going to be the gull. There's no way the gull's missing out on a chance to make out. Serious face when he's looking at someone, because he does that a lot. Do you hear me? He tries to emote with his head, but he does it in a stupid way.
Just keep an eye on your watch. Within about 20 minutes, you're going to be told who gets the bodies.
I love that look when he's walking away. It's like big dick energy walk. See, he's still making eye contact with the guy.
Dwayne, find that titty bar.
Jugs. I thought I'd just put this in for the jugs, lads. You're welcome. Okay, now this is where you get to see the hair. It's magnificent. I mean, look at that. I don't even know what's going on with it here, but it's very thick and luscious. It looks pretty damn magnificent. That's all his, yeah. Some of it, at least the back end of it's all his. We can agree that the back end of it. What percentage of that do you reckon is his? How much of it? How much of his hair do you think is actually his hair? It's got to be the back part. We won't do a poll, but it's got to be the back part of it. I reckon from like the top of his ear, if we just go all the way around, maybe here, up around this mark. I wish I had a pen to draw, but around about here, I reckon he's got some thickness here. Some thickness. Now this guy basically tells Seagal how awesome he is. Like the people when Brandon Lee's died and they called him to tell him how amazing he is and how he's right. So that was where they changed the storyline from the alien space vampires, changed it to some drug that makes them super strong and want to kill people or something. Strange. But it doesn't really matter because most of the time when I watch a Seagal movie, I don't really care about the plot. I kind of make up my own plot anyway. And usually it's about him banging people, eating cookies, snatching birthdays, obviously, sitting down as much as, you know, the standard. The life of a Seagalian. The life of Steven Seagal. So most of the time I look for things like this, which is his brilliant facial expression. You know, his little chin there. Look at his little chin there. That's cute. Waddle. Creepy stare, thick hair. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the first thing that came to my head when I looked at that clip there, and I thought, what note should I make for myself? I put creepy stare, thick hair, because that's the first thing that literally came into my head when I looked at that image. That's, you know, that's what emotion I get. That's the emotion that is evoked out of me when I see that. I think everything on the top is not his hair, and then a lot on the side isn't. This guy selling off.
Whoever did this or whatever did this, they're good.
I mean, they're not really good. Just because they killed your shitty team, they were waiting to bang, and they got slaughtered by some chick.
Yeah, well, that might be, but it was an assassination.
And it wasn't an assassination because an assassination assumes it was completely premeditated, at least some time in advance. That was a spur of the moment plan to kill. That's probably murder, if anything. I'd call it murder, not an assassination.
That's for sure.
But it's his voice, at least. He's using his own voice. So we've got to give him that.
Revenge is a two-way street.
I had local police arrest the club owner. Want to check him out?
No.
So this is where they switch Seagal's voice mid-scene.
I'm going to Majestic headquarters.
So Seagal's talking.
I had local police arrest the club owner. Want to check him out?
No.
No.
I'm going to Majestic headquarters.
So whatever this Majestic bullshit is they keep talking about, that wasn't originally in the plan. Majestic was not in the plan originally. I think it's some kind of government department. He goes to top secret facility where they scan his eye. And that's also don't get is they think that just because you put some bricks breaking that you're trying to show that things are forceful. Do you know how much force it would take to throw someone through a brick wall, especially if it isn't broken to some degree already and loose? Do you know the amount of force required? It's almost impossible. You'd probably crush them before you get them through the brick wall, unless it was really precise, short, powerful burst. I mean, it's just not happening. Andy, what's happening, mate? So anyway, it's just not happening. A PlayStation 5 Seagal video game. Well, they did have the old one for Super Nintendo, but that didn't work out. But yeah, they did have that. Again, she's, you know, I wouldn't mind getting killed by her. If you're going to go, there's worse ways to die than a hot chick.
He might not be happy about our personal thing, but he knows who sent me here, and he knows why I'm here.
So why is he here? By the way, like why is he there? Does anyone know why? Because I mean, I've watched this movie twice now. Granted, I wasn't truly following it, but why is he here? Is he here A, to stop the spread of drugs, B, to stop aliens, C, to stop the murder, or D, nobody fucking knows? I mean, honestly, it really could be any of them or all of them at this point. It's very difficult to tell. It's very difficult to tell who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, who's double-crossing who. Well, the bad guy's pretty easy to tell, but it's hard to tell who are the extra bad guys. Like who's the conniving fuckers.
So he's not going to say nothing to me.
I like it again. His look.
So he's not going to say nothing to me.
Right here. Bam.
If you'd realize.
So they're similar to his body somehow. They balance the reflexes of him fighting against someone with CTX. I don't even know what that means, but they balance the reflexes and skill or whatever of the opposite person. I don't know. They look pretty shit, to be honest with you. And how they're going to work, I actually don't even know if he uses it. I think he does, but I believe they're trying to replicate what the aliens have.
They'll come in handy. They'll come in handy.
That's the way it says handy. They'll come in handy. They'll come in handy.
Of someone addicted to CTX.
They'll come in handy. They'll come in handy.
I think this is a lot bigger than any one of us could have ever imagined.
All right. So she says, I think this is a lot bigger than any of us could have imagined, right? All right. Now let's see how well you guys know Seagal. This is actually probably the most serious question out of all the questions. The most likely there's no fake answer here. There's only real shit going on in this. So she says again, I think this is a lot bigger than either of us expected. He says, A, let's see how deep this goes. B, we need to take down these scumbags. C, let's finish this. Or D, I still have a few tricks up my sleeve, which just doesn't make any sense at fucking all. But this is a lot bigger than any of us could have ever expected. A, let's see how deep it goes. B, we need to take these scumbags down. Well, should we take these scumbags down? C, let's finish this. Or D, I still have a few tricks up my sleeve. While we're waiting for that, let's do a bit of a... Dun, dun, dun.
I still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Well, that somebody does.
That doesn't make any sense at all, but...
What's the story with Tia? Tia's good. That's my girl.
So he's talking about the blonde chick now, right? This is how he describes a blonde girl. Seeing things again where people are dying, but it's just really shittily annoying. Okay, so Seagal's fighting the main bad guy now. Okay, main bad guy. Well, the main bad male, I should say. Is that awesome female still coming up? Okay, the Asian dude gets fucked up with some. I don't even know what the guy's got in his hand now. It's a different weapon altogether. That is not the same weapon he had before. Look at that. This looks like tinfoil in his hands. What a cheap ass prop. And you see what I'm saying, man? These people don't know how stone walls or brick walls work. That Asian dude is not making all those joints in that wall move just because he hit it hard. He's dying and breaking bones and internally bleeding before that rock is moving. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not happening. That's not happening. Now the main fight scene. Now I slowed it down because there's no point in seeing it fast. Your stupid human eyes won't be able to comprehend it. I'm sorry to say that, guys, but it's not possible. So I have to slow it down so you can see it. Because you guys don't have the flashy eyes. If you had the what was it called again? What was it? Rabbit eyes? What was it? Pulsating rabbit eyes. That's right. If you guys had pulsating rabbit eyes, you'd be able to spot it. But I slow it down for you. Okay, so this guy's just basically Superman. He just pushes people away. And that's it. Seagal just strolls in and kills him. That's how he finishes off the guy who's destroying everyone. Seagal stabs him. And then pretends to slash his neck. The guy, but he's not done yet. He's only pretending he's dead. More white flashes. It's just constant white flashes. Tries to stab Seagal. So he tried to stab Seagal. Seagal just tossed him like a rag doll. As you do. More white flashy shit, man. It's so annoying. And that's it. The guy's done for now. After he tried to stab Seagal the second time, Seagal didn't do anything. You know, who's responsible for all this? Or not, or they just finished the fucking movie right there. Literally no conversation about what's going on. Again, poisoning of the water with the drug. None of that comes up. It's just ends. Now I don't mind a movie ending. Like Kickboxer, where it ended after the fight. But I mean, there's got to be some sort of goddamn closure if you're going to end the movie. Anyway, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. It is what it is. Okay. Now, before we get to the bullshidto video, which we'll check out soonish, there's just a couple of random shit I come across in my times, on my travels, that I find interesting. Starting off with this. Now, again, I don't know what's going on in England or in any country where the police are using their resources for this, but you couldn't make this shit up if you tried. And listen carefully to what the male police officer has to say in this situation.
These women aren't friends out for a run. They're actually undercover police officers taking to the streets in Surrey as part of a new operation trying to stop people catcalling and harassing female runners.
We get honked at, the staring, the hanging out the window just to look at us, and it's so prevalent.
For starters, I mean, you're sounding a bit smug there, right? As if you're that hot that dudes are hanging out the window to catcall you and shit. I mean, you know, okay, like, you know, I don't want to say too much, but you're an attractive young lady to some degree, but calm down. You're not 10 out of 10 status.
So prevalent.
And police teams are ready to intervene the moment the officers are beeped at, followed, or shouted at, pulling people over.
Those kind of behaviours may not be criminal offences in themselves, but they still need to be addressed. And of course, the people that are likely to commit those kind of behaviours, you know, they may then go on to commit more serious offences.
Do you not get? You know, I get the theory behind it.
These women.
But yeah, I'd be very surprised if the best use of resources is to come after catcalling people. And even that, how often does this happen, man? How often are dudes really honking or yelling at the window going, hey, show us your tits, love. Hey, show us your jubblies. I mean, that's very rare. I can't imagine that happening that much anymore. Really, let's be real. But that was you know, that was amusing. That was amusing to me. Just like this. It's probably the funniest shit I saw the other day. Are you a real fan or you hate Seagal? I don't hate anyone, buddy. I think he's just an interesting character with some that provides good entertainment. Let's put it that way. He's an interesting character that provides great entertainment. Deeper than that, he's a unique soul that comes along once in a lifetime, and I think he should be celebrated. And it's the only way that you know, we can get world peace and shit. That's all I'm saying. That's fucking hilarious. There was no collision, but both of them copped it. I mean, that's got to be made in China. No offense to if there's any Chinese viewers, but that's got to be made in China. 2 seconds long. This song is definitely got to be made in China. This guy. Yeah, that's pretty scary as shit. I think it's definitely China though, because it looks kind of Asian-y. I feel like that's like an Asian writing there. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that looks kind of like Asian-y shapes, right? Am I blind, or am I correct with that? What the comments say? No one's really saying shit. Yeah, I got a feeling all this writing here looks, they're not letters, they're shapes and shit. Yeah, so it stands the reason why the truck falls apart, and it's a little poxy little vehicle. That's hilarious. So I don't know if you guys know who Joey B. Toons is, but he's kind of one of my favorite dudes. I don't watch him too much anymore, but I used to watch him back in the day, and sometimes he just provides some good, valuable clips of like some of these people I really need to shit on. I might branch out from bullshidto to real world dickheads, and Joey somehow comes across a lot of real world dickheads. Obviously, I'll edit together completely differently, but people like this douche nozzle really need to be smashed. I was also thinking about branching out and going not necessarily political people, but idiots in the media, like who we got now, like someone like Candace Owens. People either love her or hate her, but I think she's a bit of a I don't know. I don't necessarily like a lot of what she says. I know that she's got ties to Andrew Tater Tot, and she thinks dinosaurs are fake and space is fake, and flat Earth is kind of worth exploring. Which I guess up to you. I guess if you want to think about that. Also, that the first lady, what's her name, Bridget Macron, or that Macron's wife is a dude. Which look, she's not an attractive lady in my opinion personally, and there's definitely something to discuss when she was 39 banging a 14-year-old or 15-year-old. But beyond that, I think there's been evidence provided to her, and she's still carrying on. So as far as I know, she's seen all the evidence that to kind of disprove that, but she still went ahead. So anyway, we'll see what happens. She might be a target of a video, but dude, Predator and Macron is a gay whore. Yeah. Well, again, I might, we'll see how we go. But he jumps over a car and exit wounds, and it turns, crashes. So he does defeat a car, kind of. Well, he does, I guess, to some degree. But anyway, I think I might focus more on these kind of people. But we'll see how we go.
The hell is that?
Maybe not this bloke specifically, because he's a bit of a flog.
This now. Oh no, it's another one of these Insta pervs. Looks like this one's suffering from intestinal worms.
He woke up and consciously decided to do this, just so we understand, by the way. Did he really? Or are you just saying that because he looks like him? Is that who Jonathan his name is Jonathan Kane, I believe. I'm a woman, and I think this dude acts like a psychopath. I'm chubbed already.
Wow, he turned the sink on, and all the desperate wino hags go wild. You gotta wonder, are the families of these perverts aware of what they're posting online? I mean, this is like, oh dear God.
There's my pretty girl.
I mean, seriously, dude, what are we doing here?
Oh no, this must be the good girl guy's son.
Good morning, sweet girl. I want you to go make yourself real comfortable. Good girl.
You are going.
These dudes exist, man. So this is what I'm saying. This kind of shit I think needs to be spoken about. There's him and the other guy, good girl guy, who I've seen before too. They literally deserve their own video. I mean, Joey's done it, but I think they need a dedicated video about him.
To be a good girl. A good.
I mean, this is am I using the word right? This is cringy. Is that an appropriate time to use this term, if I'm using it correctly? This is really extremely cringy. I have secondhand embarrassment for the rest of the world and myself.
Girl.
All right, this is too much. Now I know why there's lesbians. Now I get it now.
Hey, babe. Eyes on me.
Why do these people do this? Really?
Every day I'm asked, all the time, Jonathan, why do you do what you do? Why do you make the type of content you do? What does it do for you? Why do you do this for women?
Oh, good.
I'll tell you. I'll give you an answer why he does it, because he likes the attention. He's making money off of it. His ego. He definitely plucks. I mean, he does. Look at his eyebrows. Tell me this guy's not sculpting his eyebrows. He's probably lasered off his face so he gets no facial hair. He definitely is. Look, I mean, look at this shit, people. But he's definitely using like fake eyebrows and shit. Yeah, exactly. Filter. There's probably a filter going on too.
That finally we're going to get some answers here.
The content that I make is literally exposure therapy to help women heal from their traumas.
Trauma? I think you're giving them more trauma.
He's helping you, ladies. He's doing it for you, ladies. He's doing it to help you heal from your trauma, ladies. That's what it is.
Women are used. Women are abused. Women are taken for granted. Women are taken advantage of. Women.
Listen to this guy just saying all the shit that he thinks women are going. I mean, he's just saying such revolutionary stuff. You're such a groundbreaker, bruv.
Are mistreated. Women are misguided.
Right. And the first step to healing from abuse is buying a t-shirt with your face on it, right?
Not only in every area of their life, but in this industry that I am in.
Yeah, we know. And you're a shine.
What industry are you in exactly? And then this guy's definitely going to have. If this guy doesn't have OnlyFans, I'd be surprised. For all these women that are obsessed with him, he's got to have an OnlyFans. He seems like that kind of dude.
Example of it.
Why can't women exist in their feminine energy? Might you ask? You already know, because you are women, because you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable, and you do have something to fear.
Yeah, you fucking weirdo. I would imagine it's you.
What is that? Men. That is why I do what I do.
Yeah, sure. Ladies, embrace your feminine energy by perving over a narcissistic Blink-182 cover band reject.
It is International Female Orgasm Day. That is today.
If you think this guy's awful, just wait until you see the type of people who follow this perv. Say it louder. We aren't safe. We are with you and with each other. You are single-handedly saving us.
Change your listen to that. She actually wrote in her post, change your damn lives and follow him. Okay.
This is what's saving you? Jen, listen to me. Sink Boy's not saving you. You're still a broken woman. Don't fool yourself.
As a straight guy.
That's questionable.
All right. Does everyone think this guy's okay? Do we think this guy's all right? I can't be bothered doing a poll. He's not poll worthy. I'm not polling this guy, by the way. Just so we get there. I'm not polling this guy. But do we think that this guy's gay, straight, or he takes dick as well? Like, do we think he's saying he's straight? But I think that I'm sure he probably does like women. But do we think that he's taken some D as well as well as slinging D? Is he taking D? I think he's going both ways. I feel like he's a modern kind of fucking whatever the fuck they call him, metrosexual, one of those fuckers. He's doing his eyebrows. If his balls aren't and his gooch is not done, I'd be very surprised.
Well, it's on me. It's my responsibility to get up every day and set the example, to correct my peers, to take action, to be an activist.
Why am I crying hearing this?
I'll answer that. Because you're a dumb bitch.
No, that's because you're an unstable lunatic.
Well, yours was a more diplomatic version, but
why? No normal woman would cry over this. You know what a normal woman does when she sees a guy like this? She makes this face. Yeah, thousands of them watching this video are doing that right now. Trust me. Sir, this wasn't mentioned this morning. Fire emoji. Yeah, you know what you haven't mentioned to him this morning? Your husband. Does he know who you're perving over online? I think it's time to come clean. Here's another one. The faucet, the scoop, the buttons, the husband. What is with this? Dinner date with the hubs. What's with all these women creeping around online on their husbands?
Well, their husbands are probably just not hanging out at sinks with shirts off and tattoos and fucking plucked eyebrows, I guess. Too busy working, making money so she can troll on Instagram on her phone.
Yeah, look at you. Probably sitting on the couch right now, perving over this guy while the hubs is in the bathroom, right? Look at this one. Makes a whole video with.
I mean, if Hubs is in the bathroom, Hubs is probably jerking off in the bathroom, though. So you can't be. There's a good chance that Hubs is watching porn at some point and jerking off. So you can't be too angry.
This guy.
This is definitely blown.
Being blown doesn't sound so bad now, does it?
Oh, it's bad. It's going to cost you $2,000 at least to fix. Not to mention your brake pads are completely bald.
I've got something else that's completely bald.
I don't want to know that shit. What the fuck's going on with their lips? Is that a fuck? What is that?
Yeah, I saw that. I think you could ride those puppies out for another 10,000 miles.
I bet you've got something I could ride for 10,000 miles.
Nope, the shop does not provide transportation while working on your vehicle. You can contact your insurance provider, though.
I mean, this sounds like a comedy skit or something.
Your vehicle.
Meanwhile, Brittany over here is taken by the most amazing man ever. Stay-at-home mama 3. Congratulations. Yeah, when Brittany's not publicly living out her perverted fantasies with random men on the internet.
Who made this shit? Did they make it together or what's good?
She's showcasing her love.
Oh, what is that? Okay, so she got like a lip ring, just 2 of them. Would that not make life difficult? Is it just me or is that not making life difficult? Whatever's going on here. That cannot be easy to live with, surely, and eat things. I mean, she's obviously found a way, judging by the size of the young lass. I'm not having a go at her. I'm just saying, realistically. But what's going on here? That looks like some fucking... Yeah.
Love for her husband, who has no idea what she's doing. I don't know. Or maybe he does, considering she posted the video on her page next to him. What kind of sick people are we living amongst anymore?
Hell yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
This guy needs a punch in the face. Not from me, just from one of these women. All right. Now, there's one more video before we get into another Seagal related. Someone said something about... Yeah, I know, we're done, don't worry. Now, I did find another thing about... There's a thing called it's called the Pro League Network. And they've got a few sports that are interesting, as well as having your car jiu-jitsu and slap fighting in the face. They've got wrestling chop fighting. For those of you that are into wrestling, you remember the old slap fighting back in the day? Eddie, how are you, mate? Or the where they slap them on the chest. Yeah, there's one of those competitions, as well as tire wrestling, where your goal is to put the person inside a tire. So we'll worry about that next week. We won't get into that this week. We'll worry about that next week. But I did want to, before we get into the bullshidto video, I did want to play a clip I have of Seagal and Mike Tyson in China Salesman. I don't know if any of you guys have seen China Salesman. I haven't watched it in a while, but I'll get to it at some point. It's not a great movie, and there's not a lot of Seagal in it, to be honest with you. He's just there briefly. But
welcome back to my country.
I want to show you the fight scene. There is a fight scene between them.
Let me tell you, the sunshine, the brightness, the sand.
So there's Big Daddy right there. Now, I'm pretty sure that these guys spent no time together at all. Man United and Arsenal, who won? Who won between Man U and Arsenal? Mark. Now, I'm pretty sure they spent no time together. The entire thing was filmed separately. Even the scenes where they're on screen together, I think it's pretty much just edited like that. As in with like After Effects.
Prince Mentilda. Well, there is a dream. There is a future.
Hey, Mike.
Okay, so he comes up.
How are you?
So he's standing there apparently.
Good.
But Mike Tyson's looking left of him like he's not even really there. Like Mike Tyson doesn't know where he's supposed to be looking.
Good.
This is Kaba.
No acknowledgement at all.
On the house, gentlemen. Thanks. I don't drink.
So again, not in the same screen together, other than when they're just there briefly.
All right.
Not on the same screen again.
Men of the Mentulu kingdom used to be warriors who could hold their dreams. And the alcohol prohibition is forced on you by this country.
I do not
Charlton Athletic FC.
The rule here is that you can't live until you drink.
Why?
I mean, bless Mike Tyson's soul, because he's a great fighter, and I wouldn't dare speak ill of him, especially if he was anywhere near me. But his acting in this wasn't great, playing an African dude.
He's worried that you will report him to authorities for selling alcohol.
Well, I will not put him, but I will stick to my fate.
No alcohol? Then drink this.
So the choices are, by the way, he has to either drink alcohol to prove that he's not got a narc on them, Or he has to drink a cup of piss from the bartender who just pissed in a cup.
I must say, I appreciate the offer, my friend, but a rule's a rule. I do not drink.
What's going on?
Didn't Tottenham play? Tottenham beat Burnley last night, didn't they? I was out last night with a friend. I think Tottenham played Burnley and West Ham was playing someone, Sunderland, if I'm not mistaken. So now everyone's going to come after Mike, which is their big mistake on their part. I mean, this is pretty much how I would expect these fights to go in real life anyway, for being honest. Mike Tyson versus these dudes. I'm assuming it wouldn't end well for him. I mean, Mike's just punching the shit out of everything, which is brilliant. I mean, this lady's just seen him annihilate everybody, and she decides it's a good idea to come in with a bottle. Now, obviously, she's going to swing that bottle at him. She's going to hit him with that bottle. That's probably going to be a mistake on her part because Mike Tyson don't play that shit. Again, their entire fight, they don't really ever, they're on the screen together. Not together.
Carlos, forgive me. You see?
How you doing, sweetheart? Everything good? Happy? All right?
I think that's his assistant, who I do think he probably banged at some point during this, and she looks cute.
Happy? All right? You're a bunch of assholes. Get the fuck out of here, all of you.
I mean, even the fight scene, right? So far, he palmed him to the head, and Tyson looks like he just punched him in his cheek fat. Like, you got that bit of fat on top of your cheek there. I feel like he just punched him in his cheek fat. Oh, what happened there? Too far ahead. Oh, way too far ahead by accident. Okay, we're up to here. All right, bam. Yep. And Seagal stumbles back, waddles back. That is definitely not Mike Tyson standing there with him. Yeah, that looks realistic. By the way, he just flicked him in the ear, just so we understand each other. Just flicked him in the ear. He could have just cracked him to the neck, elbowed him in the back, kicked him to the back of the knee, a variety of things. But he went to he flicked him in the back of the ear instead. I'm gonna stop it now. Let's see what the poll goes. Let's see what the poll people say. Well, we'll let this bad boy play out. I mean, so far you'd say Seagal's had the upper hand, right? So. But so far, Seagal's just kicking the shit out of him. But Big Mike ain't done. When will I be going to India? I'm not going to India. Someone asked me that as well. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Sam. I'm not going to India. I meant like the bullshidto video is in India. I'm not going to India. Like when I said we're going to India for bullshidto, I meant as in like video about Indian people, which I did. Not me going to India. So yeah.
Sammy Pete, die!
Kaba, let's go.
Yeah, bet none of you were expecting that, were you? First of all, he beat him. I mean, that's obviously not Seagal. I mean, it looks nothing like him. It's not even close to looking like him. There's a guy with a goatee, I guess. They hide his face in the shelf.
Sammy Pete, die!
Kaba, let's go.
And bam, he cracks him one. I was a bit surprised by that. But, you know, sometimes things happen. You got to punch a dude in the face. Don't fuck with Mike Tyson. I'm going to go for a quick piss. So in the meantime, sit tight. I'm going to have to turn the camera off because I'm in the jocks again. What can I chuck on while we're waiting for that? I'll put this on for this will pass a bit of time. This is a movie. This is from the movie Code of Honor. This is a fight scene with Seagal. This will have to be edited out later because I'll get copyright stung for it. But while I go for a piss, check this fight scene out. And fight scene, which is good timing by me because this is where it all gets real. Look at his little person with the waving. Can we just appreciate it? Whoa. They're fighting with knives like it's a fucking sword. That's happened probably never, ever, ever in a knife fight with knives that size. Ever, probably ever, I'm guessing. Yeah, Casey Ryback, that's right, Mike. You're not wrong. This is in a Casey Ryback coming out. Well, this was I forgot how much of a shit movie this was. It was a really bad movie. I forgot about that. All right, I think let's check out some bullshidto, shall we? Now, again, this one I released just yesterday. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out on the channel. But I thought we'd go through it tonight and have a bit of a squiz. It's just looking at a traditional art that I found. A few videos. A lot of them are old, but it doesn't make them any less funny. And I haven't seen these done by people before. So I try and find shit that hasn't been done by others. I'm sure, you know, I can't not find shit that hasn't been released by other people because that would be impossible. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to find it. But I try and find shit that people haven't seen so much. And I don't know how many people have seen these guys, but again, I'm obviously just making light of my Indian friends, but it's all in good fun, just like when I make fun of the Chinese or anyone else. Indians gave us a poo from the Simpsons.
Yes, hot dog, yes sir, no sir, maybe, okay.
And also flooded us with scam call centers and Steve.
Hello, customer service, this is Steve. Hello, this is Steve with customer service.
A lesser known fact is that our butter chicken buddies have an extensive and diverse bullshidto network, dating back decades. I didn't add in that sound is him making that sound, I think. Such as our mate Tyson and Seagal. I wish I could have found more on this dude, but I just couldn't. I wish I could have. This portly papadum demonstrates a dangerous dim muck technique, completely incapacitating his attacker with a single specialized blow. Now, for those of you who know Street Fighter, by the way, that was Dulcim's dying sound. I try and keep it at least ethnically consistent with the Street Fighter people when I can. The big lad then hair pulls Hardeep and gives him a few boots to the back in an obvious display of power and big dick energy, and to illustrate that he is unconscious.
புறங்காலால் அடிச்சிருக்கோம். ஆனா இதுலயே அவர் எந்திரிக்கணும். ஆனா இவர் மயக்கம் தெரியல. இன்னும் அப்படியே தான் இருக்குது.
But how to revive? By the way, one guy wrote to me, obviously an Indian gentleman, wrote to me saying, the subtitles, you've got it wrong. He's not saying that. And I thought to myself, really? No shit, that's the whole point of it. I'm obviously making up the subtitles. Revive him, you ask. First, try gently fondling their wrists, or a foot massage, or good old CPR. If all else fails, there's only one thing left to do. Finger fuck his mouth 3 times and he will come right back to life.
அந்த ஜம்பல வெச்சு 1 2 3
One guy also said something about he's not finger fucking his mouth, he's massaging or getting his tongue out of the way or something in his throat. It's like I don't think people realize that this is not a documentary I'm doing here. You know, this is not a documentary. It's it's deliberately stupid shit.
1 2 3 அமுத்தியாச்சு. இந்த 3 முறை அமுத்துனதுலயே இவருக்கு வந்து மயக்கம் நீங்கிரும்.
Some of you may still be skeptical, so I present Vindaloo Seagal demonstrating some wrist grabby stuff that Big Daddy himself would be proud of.
இந்த இடத்துல இருக்குது. இது அழுத்தப்படும் போது ஆள் வந்து மயக்கம் விட அளவுக்கு கொண்டு வரலாம். அதே சமயத்துல நாய்க்குட்டி மாதிரி இழுத்துட்டு வர முடியும். அந்த அளவுக்கு இது வந்து ஒரு பவர்ஃபுல் வர்மோ. எப்படி வேணாலும், அதாவது எதிராளியை வந்து எவ்வளவு பலசாலியா இருந்தாலும் சரி, எப்படி வேணாலும் மண்டி போட வைக்க முடியும்.
Plus, some weird nose-pressing attack that is completely plausible in a real-world situation, as long as the other bloke lets you caress his face and climax.
இப்படி பிடிச்சி இந்த வேலை இப்படி பண்ணாலே போதும்.
He went too early. If you notice, then he went too early. He was about to start faking it before he even touched him in the right spot.
இந்த வேலை இப்படி பண்ணாலே போதும். இவ்வளவுதான், ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல.
You've been sending money to the wrong person. You've been supposed to be sending gift cards, Rachel, not money. You need to be sending gift cards.
Look at it, fuck it.
No mouth fingering required this time. Only some chin tickling and tweaking.
Clockwise, anti-clockwise.
Yes, I'm sorry, I do not speak English. Okay.
When you reach Master Masala level, so this guy is just a complete. I don't know who this gentleman is, but he really did a number on people. He did a really good job of just forging his way into shit. You master the art of Noku Vamam and Chundu Vamam. The art of fighting with the mind. Or as we like to call it around here, no touch bullshidto. This plucky fella combines his Aikido proficiency with his no-touch abilities to disarm all these willing participants. To disarm these attackers with ease. I mean, these dudes are all just gathered in some seedy-looking place somewhere, just rolling around in dirt. Like, this guy's covered in dirt down here. It's not like they're on mats in a clean place. They're rolling around in dirt.
Hadouken!
He almost gets sliced up here inadvertently, but even bullshidto has its risks. Now, these guys are almost probably dumb enough to be using real swords and real weapons, right? Because they're not hitting people. They're not actually hitting people. So they're probably likely to be using real weapons. And he almost got sliced up here. Vindaloo Vikesh continually uses his chi energy arm sword to stop attackers with actual swords and weapons, all of whom are nice enough to twirl, drop, and roll around like complete toss bags. I don't even know what he's doing here, honestly. Like, what the fuck is he actually doing here? I mean, that obviously I get. All right, rubs his. Yep. Kicks that guy on the shoulder. slaps him and that to say get up. He's just mesmerized by his eyes, I guess. This guy's just mesmerized by his eyes.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne. Is it possible to learn this power?
Except for this fella, who seems to want no part of this madness. Yeah, this guy had like 1 or 2 cracks at it, and then he left. This bloke clearly looks disinterested twice, and decides to fade into the background after only minimal contribution. He didn't even really sell it either. He really wasn't even selling it, this guy. Like, he was half-assing it, if we're being honest.
Is it possible?
Except for this fella. He does that. He does one. This fella walks away, comes back. Who seems to want no part of this madness. This bloke clearly looks disinterested and decides to fade into the background after only minimal contribution. He just does a twirl and then leaves, man. He's not even faking it properly. That's pathetic. I'd be disappointed if I were the other guy. At this point, you've probably seen enough compelling evidence to convince you that this is legitimate and not a bunch of... I mean, this guy was literally just going the wrong way. So he threw him this way, and then he thought, fuck, I better go the other way. Compelling evidence to convince you that this is legitimate and not a bunch of tools playing make-believe. You know it's genuine because he changes location and even decides to take it to the next level by adopting the Steven Seagal seated combat position. I don't know what he's doing there. He's cleaning the aura around his head, maybe. Guys are all Seagal wannabes. This man had a TV show made about him. So this is the dude. He's got some weird looking eyes, by the way. He looks like an angry man. Does look like an angry man, but he's got some chi power. It's called Noku Vamam, I think, and Chundu Vamam. I think they're healing stuff. It's a bunch of stuff that you can do, I guess. I think there's probably some reality to some things, but a lot of this is just obviously fake versions of that. Like Systema and everything else, you know, they've all got a reality behind them, but then people take them and turn them into dog shit, I guess you can call it, which happens quite frequently. People take things and turn them into dog shit quite frequently. TV show made about him where they brought on an impartial participant and they passed this off as legitimate. I don't know who this douchebag was, but he's there to prove that it's legit. But instead, this guy's taking weird-ass steps towards him. Oh, it's real. It's real. He just can't move because of his eyes.
5 minutes later.
தாக்க வந்த சீடர் ஒருவரை சூண்டு வர்மத்தால் ரங்கராட்டினம் போல் சுழற்றி அடித்த காட்சி பார்ப்பவர்களை வதைவதைக்கச் செய்தது.
Touching the ground is when that's the finishing move, yeah? When you touch the ground, that's a finishing move. That's a fatality right there. Boom. Fatality. That's what he stores. He stores his chi in his ass, I imagine. And he's got a lot of built up chi in his balls and his ass.
சுற்றி முடித்து சுருண்டு விழுந்தவர் எழுந்திருக்கவே இல்லை.
He's going to revive the guy now, guys. Don't worry. He's going to revive him after just destroying him.
மயங்கியவருக்கும் சில வர்ம சிகிச்சைகள் நடந்த பிறகு அவர் சகஜ நிலைக்கு திரும்பினார்.
Even the villagers in India are getting revived. So my theory is, right, this guy here who's selling this shit decided to get this jacked dude here and a couple other fit-looking dudes. I mean, they're fit. This guy's obviously jacked. He's taking all the juice, and he's training hard, but he's taking a lot of the juice. And this guy, I mean, yeah, he's confused. Is he doing like ancient? He looks like he's doing a toga. It looks like a toga, the half toga. In on the action with Chaminda Norris here, quickly throwing on his bed sheet, calling up his jack mate to add legitimacy to his shenanigans, and meeting up with the lads for a training sesh. Although that was a nice little dance session, well choreographed. Carl Pilkington, yeah. Pilky's doing nothing at the moment. I'm guessing glowing. He'd be doing fuck all. He'd be retired. He would have made enough money to retire, and he's just drinking tea. He's enjoying a Twinings right now while he's having a biscuit and maybe some Monster Munch. He teaches some Aikido style techniques.
பாருங்க, அதாவது நம்ம அடிக்கும் போது தடைய போட்டு என்ன செய்யணும்னா இந்த வர்மத்துல எந்த மாதிரி இது பண்ணணும் பாத்துங்க. பாருங்க, இப்படி பண்ணும்போது
He is primarily known for teaching dance classes to his students while aggressively talking to the camera. This guy's angry. He's very angry. He seems very, well, maybe not angry, just very stern, but I can respect that.
இது என்னன்னா இப்ப அடிமுறையில நம்ம ஒரு சிம்பிளாட்டி இப்ப ஒருத்த அடிச்சாங்கன்னா அவங்கள வந்து தடுக்கிற மாதிரி தான் இப்ப காணிச்சிருக்கோம்.
Thank you. Come again.
He can teach you that awesome shit, guys. If you want to learn, you two can learn this thing. I think this is Kung Fu, but it looks like he's dancing and slipping a bit. Freeform, freeform.
Thank you. Come again.
And in more modern times, this gentleman continues a tradition of hocus pocus pressure point. Dude is drenched. I mean, I say it in the clip, but he's drenched in sweat. Yeah, like let's just. Can we acknowledge that this guy is pissing sweat? Points as a martial arts in India, beating up some extremely sweat-drenched pansy with his assortment of tricks. I'm not saying pressure points don't work, but I am saying it's difficult to utilize on a moving, attacking target that isn't so cooperative. And I never would have guessed that kicking somebody in the back would actually cause pain. Revolutionary. The old fella knew that trick decades ago. Bullshidto is big business in India. Not scam call center levels of business. But where there are idiots looking to be led, there will be people ready and waiting to take advantage of them. Someone explained to me why this bloke doesn't just let go with his other arm. Problem solved. He won't get tangled up. But what do I know? I'm merely a bullshidto observer, not a practitioner. I'm still in the part where I'm getting punched in my gooch, so I still have a lot to learn. I mean, this guy's easily my favorite.
Steven Seagal is here to save the world and make everything ace.
People love the arm flailing dude, lady as well, obviously.
Steven Seagal.
Now, I'll show you a bit more about the bullshidto world. I was going to put this guy in. Where is he? I don't think it's the same guy. It might be him now. I don't know, but anyway, they've all got their bullshit. But this guy had quite a bit going on. Now, he was flipping people, he was tripping people, he was doing all sorts of shit. This is the untainted version. Just all raw footage of this guy doing butt kicking stuff. See, that was just a finger point. See, just a finger point on that one. Just a bam. Don't you dare. Then down. This guy just gets a stare at him, and his knife goes away. Yeah, he's a bad dude. There was surprisingly a decent amount of footage of this guy doing his little scammy thing. And again, I don't speak Indian, but they are They did a documentary about this dude. I don't speak Indians or a language, but I don't speak Tamil or Hindi. But they did a documentary about this guy, and I'm guessing they were saying that it's legit. I don't know. I mean, this guy's seized up right now. He can't move. Oh, he can move now. That wasn't my editing. He's actually doing that shit in real life. Yep. See, I heard him say Chundu Vamam, so. That's where he comes and revives the guy, and then he does a bit more hands-on. So this is where he gets really dominant. Yeah, is when he does hand on hips. Bam. Hand on hips. That's when shit's getting real. Hand on hips. You just heard someone say DJ Khaled is Steven Seagal rap. Probably me in the video that I made about DJ Khaled, but it's probably someone on the radio because you know people know. Joe Rogan, maybe someone on Joe Rogan, maybe someone on the news. Ideally, that would be great. Mr. Beast. So anyway, this guy does a bunch of a bit more staring. This guy comes on to debunk shit. Doesn't really debunk shit because he just takes part in the bullshit. There's a room full of people here. Yes, none of them can do it. I mean, this guy looks like he just looks a bit seedy anyway. But being honest, it looks like he just needs to go back to selling kebabs at the local corner spot and leave the fake bullshitto world alone. Do I think Seagal's ever showed up to one of these lives? I don't know. There used to be a guy called Steven Seagal who used to come in here in the early days and just drop like $200 worth of what's it called? $200 worth of super fans or memberships. You drop like 50 or 100 memberships at like $2 a pop, and then just disappear. He did that for a few weeks, and then he never came back. So I like to think that was him, even if it wasn't him. I like to think that was him.
ஒரு ஆள் நம்மை தாக்க வரும்போது இந்த சுப்பீரியர் பவரை கொண்டு நாம அவரை அடக்கலாம். நமக்கு அயால சப்ரஸ் செய்யலாம்.
That's interesting. They're putting subtitles of Indian on top of an Indian dude. Oh, they keep showing. Who's this back row? Yeah, see, I mean, I'm guessing he got rich off just scamming shit. Yeah, so that's that bullshit. The next one I've got is coming up. I'm not sure where where did I save the footage? I can't remember where I saved the footage. I've saved it somewhere. Good old Lenny McLean. This is Big Lenny versus
most notorious
Gypsy Bradshaw, 1985. Eltham, London, lads. We're in Eltham, London. Now, this is underground boxing. Look at the size of Lenny McLean, by the way. Dude was a savage. But we're going to some British balling. I mean, I'm just chucking this on because it came across my path.
To stage a challenge to Lenny Mean Machine McLean, giant of the unlicensed ring known as the Governor.
I mean, he's a big motherfucker. I mean, I don't know why this guy here on the left thought he could beat him. And then he gave him a sneaky headbutt at the start. Check this out. I mean, what did you think? How is that going to help your cause, mate? That is not going to help your cause at all.
Headbutting the Governor is the worst mistake Ghana Mad Gypsy graduate ever made.
I mean, it was all downhill for Gypsy from there. I mean, the Jippo. Literally the first punch he threw dropped him. That right there, bam. Now this is underground fighting, people. So
The uncontrolled violence showed the depths to which unlicensed boxing can sink.
yeah, you can be the British Steven Seagal.
The referees struggling to
I mean, dude's knocked out. He's still stomping him, and people are trying to stop it. Big Lenny's angry.
The referees struggling to restrain the enraged Lenny was referee again at last Monday's unlicensed event.
That motherfucker was just out cold. I love how someone got footage of that, by the way, from 1985. That's remarkable work. That's quite splendid work. But anyway, there's a new bullshidto coming up. What else I got on my list? Did that. The only other thing I was going to say was I looked up Steven Seagal, as I like to do just for fun to see what's going on, right? And I always got it recently uploaded. And you've got some stuff in there, like these are actual movies, and then you go on to the AI ones again. I actually now enjoy reading these just to see what the goddamn comments are, because it makes me laugh. Not the comments, the titles of these things. Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal detect the girl's silent SOS signal at the airport. What happens next?
A hidden distress signal that no one noticed until Chuck Norris caught it.
And this guy's had 5,500 views. I mean, that's not a bad amount of views. Humongous will be able to back me up on that. For someone who's just making AI stories, and I'm guessing not even really video the whole way through. It's probably just video at the start to get people to watch. And the rest will be all stills, because it would take a lot. And that's not even really them. Arrogant black belt chokes Steven Seagal's daughter, not knowing her father's a martial art champion. There we go, right there. He's apparently Seagal's coming to break stuff up. Arrogant customer attacks Steven Seagal at a restaurant, not knowing he's a martial arts legend. Arrogant cop points a gun at Steven Seagal on the plane. Cop smashed Steven Seagal's wife's head on the floor, not knowing her husband was nearby. Arrogant cop pressed a shotgun to Steven Seagal's head. Okay, so this is where it gets weird. All right, check this out.
No music.
They got ones
The
about
lights in the
they got ones about Steven Seagal's daughter as well, being a wrestler, which she is a wrestler, by the way. Steven Seagal's daughter just changed AEW forever wrestling. Racist cop humiliated. Steven Seagal is fat, and why did he get so obese? So how did this guy be able to do this? I released a video and I got a strike on my channel for releasing a video about Seagal's weight. It was called "Why Is He So Fat?"
So welcome to Why Is Steven Seagal So Fat? So goddamn.
How did this guy not get a copyright strike? He's just blatantly being being really bad.
I'm fat. Why is he so chubsy wubsy? Remember Little Rascals, chubsy wubsy? And why does he make the chubby chasers hot and heavy? You tell, God, look at this schlub, it never happened. I was laughing my ass off him. I'm like, yeah, and then he does action movies now, but he's a...
Okay, I have no interest in what this guy thinks about Steven Seagal being plump. I like his thumbnail, though. Steven Seagal's daughter.
In Seagal, you picture Aikido, action films, and a calm, deadly stare. When you think of Steven Seagal, you picture Aikido, action films, and a calm, deadly stare. But
for decades, the name Seagal meant one thing: untouchable, stone-faced, lethal force.
Did it really?
Warm evening.
I mean,
for decades, the name Seagal meant one thing.
Fuck off is what it meant. So anyway, there's just so many of them.
Smoky Road.
They're quite annoying. They get to the point where they're really, really annoying.
There are moments in...
Why does Seagal wear a skunk on his head? That's a good question. It's not a skunk. I'd say it's a transfusion.
Cocky movies.
I'd say it's a transfusion from his balls.
cocky
that is transferred to his.
Dismantled her opponent proves a new kind of threat has just arrived.
I'd say it's a graft, a hair graft from his ball sack onto his head, rather than it being anything else. All right, I think we're going to finish up now. What are we at? 1:15 in my time, so that's about 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a reasonable. There's only one more thing I want to finish on before we go, and that is real fight footage that I did find of Seagal, by the way. I know a lot of you guys are skeptical about whether or not he's actually fought before. Okay, when you see this, which is one of my favorite clips, it's just I've played it before. I know I have, but it's just aptly titled "Looking Fat." Okay, just simply and perfectly titled "Looking Fat." He's just strolling along, looking majestic and portly. Just looking kind of rotund. Now, again, a lot of people are skeptical, but I just want to let you all know that he can fight in real life. And where is it? I'll put it. Oh, here we go. All right, don't be fools. Don't mess with Sensei, gang. Don't mess with thanks, Buck. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. I'll tell my Canadian mate tomorrow that the Canadian man, a fellow Canadian, was contributing. I appreciate my man. Thanks, Buck. But there's real fight footage of Seagal fighting. So I'm heading off as well, Rachel. But thank you again for coming, dear. Appreciate it. And to everyone else, thank you also for coming. Next week, we're going to do Attack Force. There's going to be a review. Well, I say review. There's going to be a video about the movie Attack Force. So that'll be coming out. Bullshidto, I'm not sure where we're going. Also, I'll be doing a poll during the week about who we're going to shit on next. So for the idiots and internet schmucks, Bruce Willis, that's an interesting one. Interesting movie, Bruce Willis movie. Yeah, that's a good choice. I like that. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for coming and spending your Sunday with me. Thank you very much. Appreciated. Have a good week. Don't drink too much. Don't do too much Coke. If you're going to do that, don't eat too many cookies. Snatch as many birthdays as you want. But yeah, thanks all, legends. Bye-bye. Take care. It does look like a fancy studio when you see it originally. I'll get that back. There we go. Look at that fancy studio.